Oh, I'm so incredibly happy to be back on working out. I'm going to take it easy. For those of you who don't know, I've had this cold and it's just kind of settled into my chest the past few days and it's been super annoying. But that's okay because I'm here. I feel better than I have in days, which is awesome. So what are we going to do today? First of all, we're going to jog it out. This is a little low. I'm still messing with my angles trying to shoot two different live workouts at once. Anyway, we're gonna do my Guns for Girls arm workout. I absolutely love this workout. You know, I think women, grab one wrist, pull gently. Women have a misconception that if they work out with weights, that they are going to get bulky, and that is not true. Take your fingers, bend them back towards you. Our levels of estrogen are just too high to allow us to get really bulky. You have to be super intentional about getting bulky. Grab your fingers behind you, lace them behind you, and just lift up very gently. So when women work their arms, you're working tone and strength, and that is phenomenal. So that is why we do this. Gentle stretches, give yourself a hug. So I'm gonna do light weights this morning, just because again, I don't wanna push it. So you do whatever weights you feel comfortable. The first exercise is a bi, shoulder, and tri blast. So with your dumbbells in front of you, palms up, you're gonna lift your arms in front of you until they're level. You're gonna do a bicep curl, straighten your arms, put it up over your head and lower behind you, and you want that dumbbell to go, the dumbbells to go like between your shoulder blades, up and back. Okay, so we're gonna do 15 of those. Again, I'm taking it easy. I'm gonna start with 5s and I might even drop down. Who knows? Just starting the timer so we stay. Ready, okay, feet shoulder width apart. Lift, curl, squeeze those biceps, straighten, put them over your head and lower behind and go back down, okay? We're doing 15. How does it feel? Your core should be super tight. I can't believe I forgot to say that. Clearly I'm out of practice. Your core, this whole area in here has got to stay tight. It's gonna help you have good form, which is great and super important because you don't want to get injured. We have 10 more. I'm so happy. You do not always appreciate your health until you don't feel well enough to exercise. And then that is not good. I'm just gonna change this camera angle a little bit too. Oh, hi Karen. Go up a little bit. Let's see how that's a little better. Okay, so I think we have 6 more. So how are they feeling? How do your weights feel? I'm actually gonna drop down for the last 5. My 5s and my 3s are gonna be my friends for this workout. Sorry, I don't know what I just did with that one. 3. Squeeze. You've got to keep your core tight the entire time. Squeeze your biceps on the in and the out. Lower, squeezing your triceps and squeeze them on the way up. It's the last one. Good work. Okay. The next one is going to be shoulder lifts with a full extension. You're fine. No, I'm charging it. It's not charging? Oh, I don't know why. So plug it in out here then. Okay, so shoulder lifts with a full extension. So you're going to hold dumbbells with your knuckles facing out. And this is your position. You want to go up and back as far as you can. Down and back as far as you can. Squeeze those shoulders. Obviously, you're going to feel other muscles working. I'm going to go with 3s. So we are going to do 15 of these. So this is your position, straight line from your head to your heel. Up as far as you can, back. Squeeze those shoulders. Your core has to be tight. How do you feel? How does your weight feel? You might find there's a charger right down at the end of the island. Oh, it's in my bedroom, in the wall where your phone was plugged in. I'm only doing 3-pound weights, and this is getting really hard. So 5 more. Squeeze at the top, squeeze at the bottom. Do not release that core. And that is why these exercises work and they're effective. The fact that I can do this exercise with a 3-pound weight and I'm definitely feeling the burn. I'm just opening my window a little bit, is awesome. Somebody said hello. Oh, hi Tammy, good morning. I'm sorry my voice is a little scratchy, but okay. So the next one we're gonna do is a tricep with a bicep hold. So with a single weight, you're gonna extend your arm above your head. You're going to grab your bicep and you're gonna lower the dumbbell down between your shoulder blades, squeeze it, squeeze that tricep to get it back to the top. By holding your bicep, you're providing a lot of stability so that you really have to target that tricep. Again, I'm gonna go super light. I'm going with a 3, but you should do whatever is gonna be challenging. So your feet are hip width apart, your core is super tight. You lower down between your shoulder blades and squeeze to bring it up. That's your position. Ten more. Come on, 3 more. We've got this. Really squeeze. And do not release your core. It's hard not to do that. It's hard not to let this entire area, your core is part of your abs, your back, and your glutes. It's hard not to let that release. Don't do it. Like I said, most important reason is that your form is going to falter, and that will mean that you make it easier to injure yourself. And the other part is you always want to be working this area. Always, always, always. Okay, arm up, grab that bicep, lower behind, squeeze up. So you're squeezing your bicep on the way down and on the way up. Your bicep should be, your triceps should be burning. Five more. One more. Oh. I can definitely tell I have not worked those in a few days. I can tell I haven't worked everything in a few days. So, like I said, you're super, super happy when you can't do it for a few days because your body is just not well enough. Gives you really a whole new appreciation. Okay, next we're gonna do a triple bicep curl. So you're gonna do a bicep curl with your palms facing down. Okay, then you're gonna turn the weights front to back and do a hammer curl. Then you're gonna turn your palms out and do a regular curl. The most important thing you need to remember about bicep curls is don't skimp on the extension. And what I mean by that is when you come up and go back down, I want a full extension. Don't only go to here. Extend all the way because you have to work that much harder to get it back to the top. I'm going to use 5s. This is a long road home, because there are 3 moves to each rep, but we've totally got this. So your palm should be facing the back of the room. Squeeze up, you'll feel this in your forearms. Is your core tight? Then you do a hammer curl, then you do a regular bicep curl. That bicep should be squeezing on the way up and on the way down. Squeeze and don't release that core. We have 10 more. Like I said, it's a long way home, but these are 3 really effective moves. We're just combining them. So it's like you're getting triple benefit. 7 more. Squeeze and full extension. No, because she's got a few more minutes to sleep, so let her sleep. Okay, 3 more. Come on. Squeeze, squeeze. Your biceps should be on fire. If they're not, your weight is too light. If you blow through all 15 reps in an exercise and you're not feeling the burn, and the last 3 to 4 are not a real struggle for you, then your weight is too light. So sometimes, especially if you've started out really light and you've been working your way up, you'll stick yourself at a lower weight than you can actually do. Again, do not worry about bulking up. That is not going to happen. You have to be super intentional. When you see women that are really bulked up, they are intentional about it. They want to look that way. Oh, I love the 20 minutes too. 20 minutes are not going to get you where you want to be if that's all you do all the time. You need a little bit longer than that, but the 20 minutes are a good option for days where you don't have a lot of time. And certainly to keep you consistent if you have a lot going on for a couple of weeks. Just keep your 20-minute workouts going, you'll be fine. But you want to do the 35-minute workouts when you can, and tag on 10-minute abs if you can do that too. Okay, so for this one, this is a double wrist flexion. So you're going to squeeze up, then go turn your palms to the back and squeeze. So this is 1 rep. Now you want to go super light. I normally do 5s. I'm going to go with 3s. Okay, you want your feet hip width apart, core tight, shoulders back. Okay, so all that's going to move is that. It's Vivian's. Did you plug it in though? And you're sure it's not going off? Five more, I think. I'm losing count because my daughter is super chatty this morning, apparently. Yeah, I'll do that. Can you go in and get your studying done? That would be the best option for you. Okay, I'm gonna keep these weights here for our next one. So shake out your wrists. Not really an area that people think to work, but very important. Okay. The next one is sis boom burn. So we're only going to do 10 of these and you'll see why. So sis boom burn, you're going to hold dumbbells in each hand. You're going to extend both hands over into a shoulder press. Then you're going to go out to the side and out to the front. Okay? So you're burning up your shoulders 3 times with each rep, which is amazing. So, again, you don't want to go too heavy. Your feet are hip width apart. Core super tight. Very important. Press up, squeezing those shoulders. Lower down to the side. Lower down to the front. So we're doing 10 of these. How does your weight feel? It's very heavy. I mean, it's very easy to go too heavy with these. All I'm telling you is I have 3-pound dumbbells. We have 5 more. And my shoulders are on fire. So if that tells you anything. Like I said, normally I would only go for a 5 with these. 3 more. Oh my gosh. Last one. Whew. Isn't that funny? 3-pound dumbbells. There's the alarm we were waiting for. Okay. Next one we're going to do I call the big combo, and that's because there are many different moves as part of this. So the first thing you're going to do is a curl, and you're going to rotate into a shoulder press. You're going to rotate back down. You're going to hinge over, and you are going to extend your arms and squeeze those triceps. Okay? So, again, I'm going to go super light today because I'm taking it easy, and I can already tell I'm winded, so it's good that I'm staying super light. So, we're going to do 10 big combos. Curl, rotate up into a shoulder press, rotate back down, hinge over, squeeze behind you. That's 1. We're doing 10. Your core has got to stay tight. This is 4. I used to do 15 of these, but they really take a long time because you don't want to rush through them. I probably am going to do 10-minute abs after this, so I hope you'll join me. 1 more. Squeeze. That's awesome. Okay, we're getting close to being done, but we're not yet. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is this is what I call the burn round. So we're going to go through these a little more quickly. We're going to do a punching bag. So what you're going to do is you're going to do cross 1, 2, core tight. You want your feet to come up, your heels to come up a little bit. You want a little bit of rotation. Okay, and I want you to go fast. And then as soon as you're done with those 15, then I want you to do uppercuts. Same rules apply. You've got to keep this entire area super tight. You want your punches to be sharp. You're not going like that. These are sharp, pronounced movements, okay? So I'm going with my 3s. You guys can probably go heavier with that. If you're just starting out, you'll want 3s. Okay, so we're going to do cross bodies first, and then we'll go right into the uppercut. Okay, uppercuts. Five more. That's awesome. Okay, we're gonna go right into a tricep burn. You're gonna hinge over. Your arms are straight behind you. Keep those abs tight. You want a bend in your knees. I cannot keep my knees straight, my legs straight. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna pulse for 20. You wanna go light. You really wanna squeeze those triceps as hard as you can and get up as high as you can. Ten more. should be on fire. If you're not, your weights are not heavy enough. Let me see how we're doing for time. Perfect. I'm gonna get a couple more things in. Okay, so we're gonna sit on our ball. You can sit on the chair as well. We're gonna do another shoulder exercise. I want you to sit on the ball. Now, your ball should be pretty inflated. The closer your knees are together, the more you're gonna have to work in your midsection to keep you balanced on the ball, which is why I love the ball, and I think it is one of the best pieces of exercise equipment, because you could be working your biceps, your shoulders, your triceps, whatever, your back, your chest, and you are always working this area, which is really troublesome for many people, especially women after you've had kids. It just is very hard to get any tone or definition back in that area when you've expanded and contracted, or even if you haven't had kids, you've gotten into a routine with kids, and it's just, that's the area that gets out of shape from poor eating, no resistance training. So take care of everybody else and not yourself, and that's what we do here. We take care of ourselves so that we're better for everybody else in our lives. So what I want you to do is you're going to keep the dumbbells close to you. You're going to rotate up and back down. Okay? Again, I'm sticking with my threes. They're my friend today. And we are going to do 15. Okay? So I'm going to keep my knees together, so I have to really work to stay balanced on the ball. Rotate up. Squeeze those shoulders. This is our last exercise, and then I'm going to go into 10-minute abs because I really need them. I've been missing my ab workouts. All right. I am not going to go off and back on today. I'm just going to stay on. I'm turning this timer off. Let's go ahead and stretch out our shoulders. First thing you want to do, put your thumbs on the front of your hips and push towards me. Oh, that is such a good stretch. And back. Do it again. Okay, then I want you to repeat the stretch we did in the beginning. Hook one arm around the other. Pull it towards you. Again, you're going to really feel that in your shoulders. Point your elbow up towards the ceiling. Stretch out those triceps. And put your fingers back towards your body. You can get a little bit bigger stretch, and then give yourself a hug. And let's do abs. I'm sorry I keep sniffling, it's just what I have to do. Okay, so now we're going in for 10-minute abs. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is called Still Dog. And you are going to, we're going to do these exercises for 1 minute. I'm probably not going to have to take a lot of breaks, which is fine. So it's Still Dog. Your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. You lift your knees about 5 inches off the floor, 4 to 5 inches. You have got to squeeze your abs so hard in order to hold that position. Somebody is saying hello. Good morning, Lucy. Okay, 1 minute. On all fours, squeeze those abs. So isn't it funny that you will feel this in your shoulders and your arms and your chest and your back, but your abs will be on fire. And your abs are going to be what you depend on to keep your knees up off the ground. Vivian, get out of bed, please. Time to wake up. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Take a break when you need it, 3 to 4 seconds, but finish the minute. How are you doing? How does it feel? We have 10 seconds. Let's do this. If your knees are only a couple inches off the mat, that is fine. I just want you squeezing those abs as hard as you can. That is perfect. Oh, Tabitha. I love seeing my people on here. You're making me so happy. Okay, the next one that we are going to do is a forearm plank. So with a plank, this is your position. Your feet are together. I don't know if my YouTube people can see me. So I'm going to get over here. In this position, you are a straight line from your head to your feet. You keep your feet together. You really have to squeeze those abs as hard as you can, but at the same time, as with the last exercise, everything is working. Your back, your shoulders, your chest, your arms, your legs. It's all working together. So 1 minute for a forearm plank. You want those arms at a 90-degree angle. You are squeezing those abs as hard as you can, and you breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Vivi. Vivi, girl. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Do not let your butt sink, very important. Take a break when you need to. 3 to 4 seconds, get back into it. Finish the minute no matter what. I don't care if you take a bunch of breaks, that's okay with me. Less than 10 seconds, come on. Squeeze, 3, 2, 1, done. Okay. Now I want you to get your ball. Okay, I want you to get your ball, and we are going to do a good old-fashioned crunch. Now, the thing I love about doing crunches on the ball is your range of motion is greater than when you do them on the ground. So when you do them on the ball, this is your position, this is where you want the ball, right in the small of your back, okay? So when you do a crunch on the ball, this is your starting position, okay? So you really have to squeeze your abs to bring you up towards the ceiling or the sky. You do not pull on your head ever, ever, ever. Your hands are lightly back. You use your abs to squeeze up and your abs to lower you back to your starting position, and that's what makes them more challenging on the ball. So we're going to do 1 minute. I'm going to put this over here so I can see it. Squeeze and lower. Squeeze. As you get more fatigued, you're going to want to start pulling on your head. Do not give in. Take a break when you need to, that's fine. We're doing great. We have 15 seconds. Squeeze on the way up and the way down. We're done. Not done, just done with those. Okay. The next one we're going to do is I want you to get down on your mat. You might want to fold over your mat for a little more padding. You're going to keep your hands by your sides. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. I'm going to stretch out my abs for 1 second. Before I do that, again, I have not worked them in a few days, so they're like, what is going on? Not super happy with me, and that's okay because I'm in charge, not them. Okay, 1 minute, lean back, squeeze and release. Do not let your feet touch the floor unless you need a break. I breathe out when I bring my knees in. Okay, get back into it. Remember, those breaks are fine. Do not get down on yourself for that. Ever, ever, ever. I'm taking more breaks than usual for sure. Listening to my body. I don't want to push it too much. Hi, sweet pea. Oh my gosh, she's burned. Anyway, we have less than 10 seconds. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. Whew. Okay, now we're gonna work obliques, because you know I like to do that. Super effective. So with this one, I want you to be over on one cheek and have that leg folded. The other leg is out over. You're gonna squeeze your obliques, which are right here, and straighten. Okay? 45 seconds on each side. Put your hand here while you're doing it to stay honest, okay? Or actually, we're gonna do 30 seconds on each side since we're running out of time. Can you believe that? It goes so fast. Put your hand there. Do you feel that oblique contracting? Less than 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Other side. So you lay on your back, shift to one cheek, and fold that leg, and put the other leg out straight. Squeeze. 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 We got this. 5 more seconds. Good. On your back. We're going to have, do a double crunch. How much time do we have? Awesome. You're going to crunch in, crunch up. Do not pull on your head. Release and down. Okay? So you're crunching 4 times in, in each rep. All right, we're gonna do this for 45 seconds and then we'll be done. Feet off the ground, shoulders off the ground. Crunch, 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 crunch. That's how I look at it. You're squeezing 4 times in every rep. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. These are very challenging. We're doing great. We have less than 10 seconds. Come on. 3, 2, 1, done. Stretch your hands and feet as far away from each other as they will go. Rock yourself up. We are done for today. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for joining me. You guys were a huge encouragement. I got so many nice messages this weekend and just telling me to feel better and rest and all of that. And sometimes, you know, you get to know your body so well from doing these exercises. So I knew that I needed to rest, and I did, and I'm really happy I did. So tomorrow I'm going to play by ear. I'll probably do a 20-minute leg workout, but less strenuous than usual. Okay, have an awesome day.